Hello, Alida here, and today I want to talk a little bit about the Storyworks Guide to Writing Character, my new book. So consider this a preview or an unboxing, perhaps.
Watch. Rip. Okay. I'll pretend that I just did that for the first time. Who cares? Other than me. I get excited when I get packages because, who doesn't? It's like Christmas or birthdays or Hanukkah or whatever.
Anyway, I just got this today. This is the proof, the first I've seen the physical book in my hands, and I am pretty darn excited about it. So to begin with, let me just say, because I know some of you might not watch the whole thing, you might be so excited to go buy the book. You're like, enough preview, I'm in, I'm buying that thing. So before I talk about the contents of the book, I just want to share with you that I did sign up for Amazon's Matchbook program. And what that means is if you buy the paperback, which is $14.99, you are going to get the ebook, ta-da, for free. So that's the deal. It's Amazon's deal, not mine. All I did is opt in. So buy the paperback, then go to the ebook, and Amazon should automatically tell you that you get it for free because you bought the paperback. And let me just say too, that this has nothing to do with my pocketbook, because when you factor the production cost into the paperback, my royalty is the same, whether you buy the paperback or the ebook. Now, the reason I like the paperback so much is because it's pretty, and because this book was designed to be a reference tool to really work with you. So a lot of effort went into formatting this book to make it reader-friendly and user-friendly because it's an instructional book. I hired Yana Raid of Impact Studios to do the formatting, so I'm not praising myself. So, should you buy the paperback or the ebook? Well, it doesn't matter to me financially which one you buy, but I think you'll have a better reader experience with the paperback. And the cost difference, less than $10. You buy this, you get this for free. And I really only put out the ebook for people who might be allergic to paper or, who live in tiny houses and can't have bookcases. Which is why I could never live in a tiny house. I've got way too many books. Unless maybe I use the books as insulation. That would be cool. They could line the walls between the studs and then, just pull one out when you wanted to look at it. That'd be kind of cool. All right, I digress. So now the preview of what you get in this book, whatever format you buy. Let's start with the table of contents. So there are 11 chapters and 2 special sections. Chapter 1, how to use this book. Next, the heart of your story, which is character, obviously. So an introduction to character. 3, going from blank to real with character traits, giving your character traits. 4, nobody's perfect, flaws, obviously. 5, the past meets the present. That's your history and backstory. Special section, an excerpt from M.A. Robbins' The Tilt. 6, Secret Agent Man, character agency, keeping that protagonist active. That is where you find the discussion of the agency tree. So if you listen to the Rocking Self-Publishing, chapter 6. 7, but what's my motivation? Character motivation. 8, supporting characters can save your story. This chapter is about supporting characters, subplots, and the soggy middle problem. Another special section. This time the excerpts are from Judy K. Walker's Braving the Boneyard and DJ Chouette's Chaos. 9, got arc, character arcs. 10, the big uns. So your first big un is unlikable characters. The second one, unreliable narrators. So check that out before you write one of the big uns. Chapter 11, problems with character and how to fix them. So that's your troubleshooting quick reference chapter. Now, the way I designed this book, as I mentioned, you've got pull quotes to make it easy to find those nuggets of information. Lots of subheaders to really be clear when we move from one aspect of a topic into another. Very cool graphics throughout the book. We've got recaps. So each chapter ends with a bulleted list. So this is meant to be a reference tool that you can keep on your desk. And when you're thinking, what do I need to do to, give this character more depth? Well, scan the recap sections, then for more depth, go back into the chapter. All right. Those special sections I talked about, some very brave writers gave me permission to publish their works in progress and discuss them. And in some of these cases, there is compare and contrast. So you get to see an earlier draft and a later or published draft from these excerpts, which is really cool. Like, how often do you get to see that kind of stuff in a published work? Plus, I do reference my own work a lot because I own it. It's easy to talk about, but using other writers' work let me go into more genres than what I've published in and just give you more cool stuff to work with. Wonderful contributors with links to their websites as well as their covers. So, if you enjoyed those excerpts, you get to see the book covers, a little more info on the genre there, visual info, and links. Check out those writers, please. And as I said, tables at the back of the book, and I really want this to be a reference tool that you just keep coming back to. So the Glossary and Index gives you the chapter and the page, as well as the definition and cross-references. So the first term is active protagonist, and that's 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13. So we go on to the 13th page here of the Glossary and Index. I'd never counted that before. That was kind of fun. And our last terms are verisimilitude and www plus H, which you'll find out more about that in the first chapter. There are 13 exercises in this book. These are step-by-step tools because I know a lot of books out there tell you what to do, but they don't tell you how to do it. So I really focused on writing a book that is a user manual that's going to take you from idea to well-developed character on the page in your story and all of the how-to in between. That's what this book is about. So there you have it, the Storyworks Guide to Writing Character, unboxed, previewed, and don't forget, it is an Amazon matchbook. Buy this, get this for free. If you're allergic to paper or have a tiny house, you can just buy this one. It's okay. Thanks so much, and have a great writing day. The table is shaking because that's what my dog does. She's itchy. All right, there you go. The Storyworks Guide to Writing Character has been unboxed. Woohoo!